Hi, Big Tractor Power fans. I'm headed out to the field with my friend Matt to ride along in a 420 horsepower John Deere 9420R articulated four-wheel drive equipped with a 3-point mounted John Deere 915 V-Ripper. This 7-shank V-Ripper subsoils the ground. It works underneath the ground to fracture compaction while leaving the surface of the field relatively undisturbed. I'm going to ride along in the cab with Matt and talk about running this large tractor and the tillage operation, as well as other things going on the farm that he works at. I hope that you'll enjoy seeing and hearing this machinery at work, and let's head out to the field so you can see all the tillage action. As the 915 V-Ripper and the 9420R four-wheel drive work their way across the field, let's take a look at the results of the ground as it's being worked. It's early in the morning and the surface of the field is still frozen, and so the tractor is able to work. And the ripper is working about 18 inches down in the ground. And you can see the nice job that it's doing. The soil underneath isn't too wet, so it's working up. And you have this residue from the soybeans that were harvested, as well as the winter wheat stubble that is still out here from the first crop of taken off in June. So this residue will help hold the soil, and the 915 ripper fractures the compaction underneath while leaving the surface relatively undisturbed. By the spring, this field will have mellowed out from snow and rain over the winter, and you'll hardly even be able to tell that it was plowed up. morning.
Hey, good morning. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Good.
So you're working the graveyard shift?
That's right. Start at midnight, run until it gets muddy.
It's starting to look a little soft out there now.
Yeah, the sun came out and it's already melting, so it's getting kind of slick.
So with it getting slick like this, I imagine having this 2019 model with the debris management side panels is been a plus to keep the mud out of the engine. And
yeah, when all that stuff sticks to the tires and it gets right there by the hood, it tends to build up. But
we can see it's on the hood. So you're running about 6 miles per hour?
Yep. About 6. This is a nice field. I could probably go faster, but I'm trying to enjoy it.
Well, I was out here 11 months ago with you when it was about 16 degrees. You were spraying this field
that's
about a week back in January.
Yep.
So we're almost
came around almost full circle.
Yeah. Almost wrapped up for the season. So how deep are you running with the 915?
It's about, I don't know, 18 inches or so. Some places it hurts the tractor pretty good. We got a lot of heavy clay and it pulls it pretty hard. Like I said, this is a really nice field actually. This one is mostly flat, nice ground.
Not too many stones.
No rocks.
When I was riding with Billy, he was bringing up some pretty good ones and had to fix a few shanks. So we can see Matt's view here in the cab of the tractor. It is automated. Matt doesn't have to steer the tractor when it's on the pass. He'll just have to turn it around here when it reaches the headland. And he's also working out here with a couple other tractors as well. There's an 8245R. Here we are turning around and Matt just grabs the steering wheel and then engages the auto guidance once he gets it back on course. And the saddle legs take over. So when you're running out here, is this tractor talking with the other tractors like that one over there? Or?
It's not talking with that one because he doesn't have that activation on the monitor. But the other 94 that's out here, I can communicate with him, yeah.
And how many satellites are actually guiding this tractor and working with it right now?
Let's see. 17 right now.
That's a lot of technology.
Yeah.
So while you're looking at your information on this, we're getting close to the end of the season. How many hours have gone onto this tractor since it first hit the field in March?
This tractor has 865 hours. And that started with, I think planting corn, yeah.
Yep.
It was brand new when I planted with it this year, yep.
Riding with you with a 24-row planter. So since that time, the tractor has been on grain cart duty in wheat and then grain cart duty in corn. It disced up the corn stalks getting ready for wheat and then was back on grain cart duty in soybeans and now is working on fall tillage. One of the nice things on the 2019 models are these side mirrors. They give you a view of the lower portion of the tractor and the implement and the upper. And that is great when you're turning tight in the tractor. And the operator also has a good view from that side. Feel it slipping a little bit there. So running on the frozen ground, you're still able to work it up underneath.
Oh yeah.
Going through the crust.
It's really only wet like the first 2 or 3 inches on top. And when that freezes, we're able to get traction and pull it. But once that frost, you know, thaws, that crusty layer thaws out, it gets really slick.
So that beep there just indicates you're coming up to the end of your head lane?
Yep. Then it beeps again when I turn the steering wheel. Hello? Hello? Kenneth's right here.
So that was the main guy checking in, I guess.
Yeah, he's checking in. He's seeing if we were ready to move yet. He's always about 30 minutes ahead of schedule. But yeah. He's asking if we needed our truck moved, because we actually have to go across the interstate to get it's about 75 acres over there. Which, it'd be nice if there was a bridge, but we got to go all the way around like 2 miles out of the way to get over there.
It must be fun trying to bring these through town and by the factories and
yeah. Usually their cars are pretty cooperative, but you got one every once in a while that doesn't. I don't think they really realize what's happening.
I think overall our community is pretty respectful, but
yeah,
there are people that are in a hurry or just don't understand how big these machines are or what it's like to move them.
It looks like we got a breakfast delivery.
All right. So you're closing in on the end of the season here? Last few fields?
Yeah, we got this one and then a couple more. If we don't get it today, we'll definitely get it tonight. So.
Well, I know you put a lot of long hours through the season, and
yeah, it's been a long season.
So I guess we'll be visiting with you over the winter at the shop. I know people want to kind of see what happens there. And
yeah, I'll be setting up planters and working on everything basically. But yeah, we'll get some shop work done, and we might actually have to spray some wheat, but that may not be till January. So
we'll see what happens. Well, thanks for the ride, Matt.
Sure.
So you got breakfast. So the farm basically feeds you guys, gives you lunch and dinner, or breakfast in this case when you're working long hours?
Yeah. It'd be an hour of this tractor not running would be a lot of ground I could have got done, you know?
Sure, especially this time of year with rain and snow coming down.
Yeah. Get back at it.
All right, Matt. We'll see you soon. Yeah. Thanks. I hope that you've enjoyed spending time out in the field and up in the cab with this John Deere 9420R four-wheel drive tractor and the John Deere 915V Ripper. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, I hope you'll consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there's over 1,000 videos of farm machines in action. Make sure to click on the notifications bell as well so you'll know when the next Big Tractor Power video is released. New videos are coming out almost every day from the channel.
If you have any questions or thoughts about this video, please leave them in the comment section below, as I try to respond to every post that is made. If you would like to get a preview of what is coming up next on Big Tractor Power YouTube, make sure to check out Big Tractor Power Instagram, where I share pictures and short video clips of what is currently being filmed in the field. As always, thank you for watching.